A new documentary about people from the Euromaidan is going to be filmed in Ukraine in the next few months. Shira PINSON, an award-winning documentary director from Great Britain, came to Kyiv in order to find out more about the recent events. Shira was already filming in Ukraine 10 years ago. At that time it was a movie about a gang of street kids entitled Flowers Don't Grow Here. Now Shira wants to explore the human side of the Euromaidan in depth and through real stories show the current problems of the country such as corruption and poverty. In several days at the capital, Shira has already met many interesting people.
Jesus is Christ.
Truly Christ.
Jesus is Christ.
Truly Christ.
Jesus is Christ.
Truly Christ.
Let's find out now why the director chose the Euromaidan and Ukraine as a theme.
I started coming to Ukraine in 2003, which was a very different time. It was still Kuchma, and I filmed my first film in 2004 between July and October, and I left Ukraine 3 days before the Orange Revolution started. And of course I felt really bad for missing the revolution. So I thought next time something like that happens, I have to be here. Now when the current revolution started, I was actually in the middle of a project for Al Jazeera and I couldn't go away until now. And now that I'm free of this project, I came straight away and I decided to make a film here. So for me, because I feel I know Ukraine a little bit better than the average person like outside Ukraine, the average international audience, I feel it's really important to tell people what real Ukraine is really like, what real people are really like, what life is really like in Ukraine, so people will have a better understanding why it was so important to rise and change the situation. I think today's generation is much more involved, much more, happening. They have the internet, they have Facebook, they know what's going on in the world, and they want the same. We start off in Kiev, but we are going to expand to the rest of Ukraine. The idea is to really go everywhere, so from the very west to the very east, from the very south to the very north. So the idea is to really spread out to see what real Ukraine is like. You want to really get to know people and film an intimate portrayal of people. It takes time. You don't just show up and start filming. You have to build relationship. You have to take time. And you want to see development over time as well. So I intend to film for the next couple of months, but there's a very strong possibility that I will come back here in the near future, maybe towards the next autumn. When I first came to Kiev in 2003, people said, Kiev is really dangerous, you have to have a bodyguard. I said, no, I don't think so. And I came here and there was no need for a bodyguard, nothing was dangerous, everything was very safe, very easy. For sure the situation now is volatile, it changes very quickly and a lot of people have a lot of strong opinions, but I don't think there's a reason to be afraid.
Shira admitted that the fighting spirit and the ability to not give up is what she likes in Ukrainians the most. That is why she found the Euromaidan so incredible to explore and to film.